How are you all doing? It is time to continue our journey into Mirkwood with chapter 6 of the Black Book of Mordor. So here we go. We have to journey to the entrance of Felegoth. Alright, we are here in Tam Tyrdal. Let's talk to the stable master and discover it. After that, we have to go to Felegoth. I'm wondering if it will be worth to... Actually, we can just journey through the forest. That'll be fun, right? Let's get on the war seat and let's... yeah, let's journey through Mirkwood on the horse. It's so beautiful, at least for now. But as we'll enter Mirkwood, you'll see all the fogginess and the darkness of the forest. And also, I hope I'm going the right way. I'll just try to follow the road. The elf road. The music here is, well, it's interesting. It's really eerie. Eerie music it is. Oh, here comes the fog. Fantastic. Trying to stay on the elvish road. Hope I do not get lost like Bilbo did. Or like the dwarves did. Trying to stay on the path. That's what Gandalf said. Do not get off the road. Don't wander into the forest. So I'm gonna follow the wizard's advice and stay on the road. Because Gandalf is wise. I hope I'll see him in Felegoth. Felegoth. Oh, I think this is not the road. Better go back and stay on the road. So Felegoth. That's the kingdom or halls. Those are the halls of the Elven King. That is where Bilbo and the dwarves, well, that's where the dwarves were held captive. And during the events of the Hobbit, and that's where Bilbo saves them from the Elven King's dungeons. Okay, still going the right way. I'm good. Yeah. Our story might take us to those dungeons and even the wine cellar, so I'll show you guys the places, those places as we visit the Elven King's halls. Not a big fan of this fog. Makes it hard to see, but I think that's the point. It wouldn't be Mirkwood otherwise. Maybe when these people are able to cure the forest, it'll be good again. But I think I'm going the right way. New deed, the path of the company. Oh, I guess we are on the path of the company. Is this the right way? I think I lost it for a second. It was on the path, and I think, no, there it is. This way. Oh, I'm going the opposite way. Damn, damn it. See how easy it is to just lose your way in Mirkwood? Just got the practical demonstration of how weird these roads are. You just lose your way so easily. And you just witnessed the practical example of it. I better slow down here. I don't want to fall in the stream. So let me slowly trot across this. Okay, we have crossed the bridge. On our way to Felegoth. Okay, discovered the staple, which is good. I don't really need to go in stealth because I'm under orders from Lady Galadriel to go visit the Elven King, so I think I'll be welcome here. I don't really need to go stealth at all. But let's end. Legolas also knows me really well. I fought alongside him in Mordor, or at the Black Gate. I even helped him in Trollshaws, if I remember correctly. I helped him kill a bunch of foot trolls. Remember that? I do. Oh, I think we have to go back to talk to that elf who was at the entrance. I'm getting ahead of myself. Getting excited to visit these caves of Felegoth, the halls of the Elven King. Forgot to talk to that guy at the entrance. Here we go. Where is he? There is he.
The king himself told us to expect you.
You're welcome in Felegoth, Bagginses. The king himself told us to expect you, and to hasten you to him when you arrived. There will be time to explore the halls of Felegoth at your leisure. For now, find King Thranduil at his throne in the northeastern chamber and be welcome. Why, thank you very much, Limlang. Limlang? Now that's a name. Limlang. I'm gonna say Limlang 5 times in a row. Really fast. Limlang, 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 Limlang. Okay, so he told us the King Thranduil is expecting me. Look how pretty everything is. It is so pretty here in the Elven halls. Elves just make everything really, really pretty. Okay, here we go. King Thranduil. I better get off my horse while talking to the king, right? I welcome you to the halls of Felegoth, Bagginses, and to the greater wood of Erinlas Galen. Enjoy the comforts of my halls and the conversation of my people. My scholars study the artifacts from Dol Guldur, and if any sign of this Bugdatish is found, you will be called. You express your concern about keeping artifacts from Dol Guldur within his halls, and Thranduil nods. You are wise to be wary, but my people have much experience facing the corruption of Sauron. Did they not resist its influence for the many years of darkness that gave this forest the name Mirkwood? They will be vigilant now, and will learn what they safely may of these artifacts. That done, any that cannot be cured and retained will be destroyed. Worry not on that score. Okay, I won't worry. Oh look, it's Legolas. Hello, my lord Legolas. Me wave at you. I'm delighted to see you in my father's halls, Baggins says. I think Gimli would appreciate them as well, if he could put aside the grudges of his sire, who spent some time imprisoned in the dungeons here. Yes, I have heard the story. Glóin and the others of his company are fortunate it was not my duty to guard their cells, or they might be there still. Much mischief might have followed them. And it seems likely Smaug would still trouble the north. So let us be glad the watch on the dwarves was not a princely duty. In truth, I have not spent much time at Felegoth, not since I was young. These caves are home, and they remind my father of his own younger days in service of his liege Thingol. But I prefer wooded glens and sunlight. My father seldom emerges from his halls, save to hunt and feast in the nearby woods. Instead, he sends me to accomplish his desires in the wider world, and I relish those errands. I would not have attended the council of Elrond were it not so, but that is a tale you know. I invited you to explore Felegoth while you are here, Bagginses. Visit the dining chamber, the room of study, and the waterway bridge, and speak to a number of elves you encounter. You will find them pleasant and welcoming, no matter what Gimli and his sire might have led you to believe. Alright, how cool it is! I did not know that Thingol served King Elu Thingol. Thranduil served Thingol in Doriath. Doriath is where Menegroth was. Menegroth, the Thousand Caves. That was Kingdom of Thingol and Melian, as if you listen to Still Lore part number 7 this week, which you can find on a podcast, all podcasts also on YouTube by searching a Still Lore or a Still Pod. We did discuss the story of Thingol and Melian and their kingdom. That is a beautiful story, indeed. So this king, Thranduil, served King Elu Thingol of Doriath. Alright, let's go meet some elves and check the halls out. Do you guys? I think it might be best if I just zoom, like I did this. Might be more beautiful. You don't have to see me. When the last alliance marched through Rhovanion on its way to Mordor, none were turned away who swore to march against the Dark Lord. Men of the Long Lake, dwarves of Khazad-dûm, and elves of the divided Greenwood, west and east, stood side by side. I fought with my brothers and sisters at Dagorlad, but more than half of the wood elves did not return from the war. Lost, too, were our kings. Thranduil ascended to the throne, and though he is not a wood elf, he never forgot the sacrifice of my people. He led us wisely and well during the years since the Battle of Dagorlad. He is the Elven King, and I am proud to serve him. I know he will one day depart from for the Undying Lands with the rest of his kin, and leave his land to be ruled by wood elves. I will celebrate his rule when that day comes, and speak much praise for Thranduil Swiftstream. That day is soon approaching. Okay, so this elf fought in the Battle of Dagorlad. That is the Battle of the Last Alliance, where Elendil the Tall, Gil-galad, and Thranduil's father along with Thranduil also fought. And there Thranduil's father died and King Thranduil became the king. As this elf pointed out here, that King Thranduil is not a wood elf. He is not a Nandor or Lyquendi. He's not a Nandor or Lyquendi. This elf, Thranduil, is a Sindarin elf. He is from the Teleri, who did not leave Middle-earth and stayed in Beleriand under King Thingol. King Thingol and Melian. He was one of his people, and that's why these elves are different. And if you listen to the latest Stell lore, there I go over all the types of different elves. So these wood elves, these are the Sylvan elves, these are the Nandor, these are the Lyquendi. These elves did not go to the Valinor. And also they did not cross Misty Mountains. They stayed here and under a faction that split from Olwe and Elwe. Oh my goodness, this might be boring some of you, but this is really fascinating. Let's continue. Okay, let's continue. I know not everyone is super interested and into the lore as much as me, but yeah, I thought it might be interesting for some people to know. If you guys are watching this live or listening or watching it later on YouTube, these are wood elves, are Nandor elves. Their liege and or lord was Lenwë, Lenwë and his son Denethor. Those are the ones who are lords of and kings of Nandor, the wood elves, or you can also, they're also called green elves and sylvan elves as well. Well, hello there. These wood elves are obviously lesser, a tier below the Sindar elves. Okay, let's meet Gondel.
Our scholars hope to cleanse the artifacts brought from Dol Guldur of their evil.
Our scholars study the artifacts brought from Dol Guldur, hoping to cleanse them of the evil that blankets them. I hope they prove able, for that was once our home. It is true, I speak not of the fortress. No, the fortress of Dol Guldur was wholly constructed by servants of the enemy, but it was built upon the bones of the elf hall that once stood atop the bald hill, abandoned at the advice of Curunir the White. He believed the darkening of Mirkwood could not be slowed, and King Thranduil heeded his words and led us north beyond Agordor, the narrows of the forest. We settled at the rocky spire in the mountains of Emin Laig, overlooking the source of the river Luthond. Thranduil named the hill Carastilian, and the hall stands still, but it stands empty. The darkness of Mirkwood spread, and our retreat from the southern reaches of the wood was not to be the last such retreat. I do not wish to speak of it. I am sorry. My happiest days were spent in Carastilian, and speaking of it now brings the pain of their loss now anew. Curunir is Saruman, if you guys were wondering. Curunir the White is Saruman the White. He was the one who advised Thranduil to leave the land Carastilian and come north. One of his wise advisors, I guess, advices. But we made the elf sad by talking or reminding her about what she lost. Bad Baggins says. I think now, well, these are the dungeons. Let me go back a little bit. See these cages? These are the dungeons where the dwarves were held captive, as you can see. Let me see, show you guys. Like these. These are the cages where the dwarves were kept in Thorin's company. Turn off the UI. We can check. So these are the dungeons where the dwarves were kept. Let's continue. Holy cow. Just look how pretty it is. If I'm going too fast, I apologize. This way is wine, so I think we will come that way later. But if we don't, I don't want you guys to not see it. So check this out. This is the wine cellar. This, oh, holy cow, look at the amount of wine they drank. My goodness, these elves are crazy. Let me show you if I can find it. The door. It's not here. I don't see it. Where is it? Not that way. I think it's a little further. Can't find it. Not here for sure. Maybe. Nope. Weird. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I don't see it. The door which you, from where you can leave this area. Might be this way. Believe, I mean that the battle ride. That's where the dwarves escaped from. These halls, or yeah, I don't see it. Well, our quest might bring us there eventually. For now, let's head back. I fell. Okay, we gotta go this way, and let's meet another elf. Here he is.
These caverns were carefully shaped over hundreds of years.
These caverns were carefully shaped over hundreds of years, Baggins says, and now their beauty is a comfort to me. So too is it a reminder that even amid darkness, wood elves and grey elves, working together, can achieve works of grace and splendor. So too can it be between elves and dwarves. There has been trade between our people to be certain, but that is a history troubled and long. There may now be friendship and peace between the elves of the wood and dwarves of the mountain, but it was not always so. In Erebor, the lonely mountain of the dwarves, their miners unearthed a shining white jewel of unsurpassed brilliance. King Thranduil believed it must be nothing less than one of the lost Silmarils, and demanded to see it, but Thrain of the dwarves refused. Thranduil shut the gates of Felegoth to the dwarves, and only the counsel of Mithrandir and his assurance that the white jewel could not be a Silmaril repaired those broken bonds of friendship. They were later strained again, but of the necklace of Girion It is not my place to speak. Ask the Prince Legolas of it if you must, but I will say naught of it now. Yeah, the quarrel and the fight and the enmity between the elves and dwarves is indeed a long, long, long story, which obviously goes way far back than Thranduil wanting to see the white jewel in Thrain's lonely mountain. That is that was not the start of it, for sure, because this fight goes back all the way to the First Age, and weirdly enough, it starts with the King Eleuthingol and the necklace that he had the dwarves make, the Nauglamir. Um, the Nauglamir is the one which started the first war, and the dwarves were not innocent. I don't know who was innocent and who was guilty. Cannot really pick sides over who lost their way more, but the dwarves did kill King Thengol, who was the king of Cinder Elves, so who was king of this Thranduil and Legolas. But that's a long tale, which obviously we'll be covering in our book club sessions of Estelle Lore. So again, if you haven't checked it out, do check Estelle Lore on YouTube and Estelle Pod on your podcast applications. All of them. Have it.
How did you enjoy your exploration of my father's
How did you enjoy your exploration of my father's halls, Bagginses? You share your experience of Felegoth and ask Legolas about the necklace of Girion mentioned by Itheron. He stares at you in silence. That is a subject about which my father prefers not to speak, and I will respect his wishes. I will say only this. The Gwyriamir was crafted by dwarves and gifted to the bride of Thengol, my father's liege. When he was murdered, she cast it away in disgust, and it was lost for thousands of years. It came in the end to the dwarves of Erebor, and seeing it there inflamed my father's anger, as you surely can understand, Bagginses. When Smaug came, my father turned the dwarves away, and they became a people in exile. I am not proud to recount this to you. The matter was resolved in time, and I do not wish to dwell upon it. There are dangers and troubles enough to face for now, without dwelling upon old injuries and half-forgotten insults. You're quite right, Legolas.
to the dangers
I agree with you.
people in Area Nazgul?
Let us instead look at the dangers that await my people in Erin Lasgalen today. It is mere hours since I returned, and already I have heard tell of the orc spies in the forest. We should seek the scouts my father dispatched and see what they have learned of these spies. Gadelen and Dinelas patrol the wood southeast of Torek Amel. Let us go to them and hear their report. All right, you're right. We should not dig deep into history and try to wake the demons who have already been put to sleep. Let us instead go and try to find our friends Gardelin and Dinelas, who are scouting southeast of Torek Mel. Let us see what they have to say. I think I'll be risking the war steed again. Although it is crazy to ride a war steed in these lands in Mirkwood, So easy to lose your way in this foggy, dark place. Maybe not super fast. Let's ride it at a good slope. Okay, don't fall in the stream. That's the main goal. You don't want to fall asleep like Bomber did, right? I do hope I'm going the right way. Wonder if I can reach them without looking at the mini-map, or without looking at the map at all. I don't think I should attempt that. Oh, something got wind of me and is chasing me. Ouch, that was close. Almost fell in the bloody stream. So far, good. I really should have a look at the mini map. I don't want to go crazy here trying to find the right spot to turn. Okay, there we go. I looked at it. I had to. I just couldn't not look. This this place is confusing enough even with the mini map and the map. Imagine having to do it without one. Okay, going this way. I just hope I remember where to turn towards the path. Get off the road. Nope. So far, so good. Wonder if I can go down this way. Ouch! Something is chasing me. But I think I'm on the right path. Stop attacking me, wolf! You have no shame. Well, yeah, let's just go on the foot for the rest of it. Why not? Check these flowers out. Are these flowers? They're really weird. I'm just so glad we don't have to pick these to get our gear. Remember Ithilien? Northern Ithilien? Okay, we're almost there. I see a bunch of spiders here. I think that is what we might have to help Gardillion and Dinalas with. Alright, here we go. Here are the elves. Let's say hi.
friend of the prince is friend to me also.
Any friend of the prince is a friend to me also, Bagginses. I bid you greeting, and courtesy, and safety in the wood. There are orc spies beneath the canopy of the woods, and they have stirred other creatures to wakefulness with the tramp of their filthy boots. I do not know what has brought them hither, but any errand of theirs is certain to oppose the will of Thranduil. Dinalas went in search of them, in the direction of Carastilian. Before you follow him, will you slay some of these foes the orcs stirred in their wake? Well, of course I will. I'll be happy to. Let me get on it. We gotta kill some spiders for our buddy Garillin. There is one. I'm gonna hit him with the pointy end of my dagger. Okay, there are a few more over there. Three more. There we go. We're done with the spiders, and let's go back to... Oh, sorry. You have to go to Carastilian. That is where Dinalas was. Here there was Legolas and Gindolin. So the quickest way to go to Carastilian. God damn it. I have to ride back the... Bro, I don't have any swift travels. No swift travels on the burglar. Alright, we can manage. Just let me find a place and get on my war steed. And here I go. Is this the right way? I don't know, we'll find out. Have no earthly idea. Think I'm kind of on the right path, just gotta get to the road, and after that we just stay on the elvish road. Okay, that's not bad. Almost on the road. Gotta go this way. Okay, this is the road, right? Nope, still further. Oh, we can't get on the road from here. Maybe... Come on, let me... Thought I could... Okay, there we go, now we're talking. This music! Good music! I've never listened to this kind of music in Lotro before, right? Have you guys listened to this type of music before? I think it's the combat music. So when I was in combat, it was playing. As soon as I got out of combat, it stopped playing. But cool tune. So the new featured instance for Lotro for this week is Bells of Dale, I imagine. Let me check. Yep, Bells of Dale. So definitely I'll be doing a few of those. Good thing about the Bells of Dale is if you do the challenge of version of it, you get like more than 3,000 marks. That's really good, and a bunch of medallions as well. So not only do you get like other cool loot like endless scrolls of empowerment, endless starlight crystals, but you also get pretty good amount of a very good amount of marks and medallions, which are good. They are always a nice currency to have. Whenever you can get a bunch of cool stuff with the marks, especially the essence removal scrolls, essence reclamation scrolls. Oh, wow. I fell in the water. I'm slow as hell. Ouch. Let's get out of the water. Let's just be glad that we do not fall asleep permanently like Bomber did. Okay, now we gotta continue on the road and then go south towards Karastilian. Okay, this way is the Karastilian. Okay, we are almost here. Let's find our friend Dinalas. I think I see him. There he is. Oh, Legolas came here before us. Good on him.
How has the prince fared on your journey?
It is my pleasure to meet you, Bagginses. Tell me how the prince has fared on your journey beneath the trees, if you can spare the tale. Long ago, at the king's request, I taught Legolas much of his woodcraft. I hope he has lived up to my high expectation. Daedalus laughs, and although he is a new acquaintance, you can tell his laughter comes easily and often. But there is no time for such friendly stories. You have arrived too late to aid me with the orc spies. I slew one of them already, and the rest fled into the trees. If you wish to see my handiwork, he lies right over there. Okay. Good work, and nice to meet you, Daedalus. Let's check this dead orc out. Let me show you this letter. Let me read it before I give it to you. You cannot hide from me for long, Khazgar. I command you report to me what you know of this thing, this Bugdatish, at once. Delay will only deepen the punishments you will suffer. Thrankul may be dead, but if you chance my anger, you will long for his cruelest attention. You will wistfully remember his devices and his table, his flaming brands and his cells. Return to Gorgoroth and give to me what I seek. Risk not the ire of Ogrukhor. Wow, that sounds really dangerous.
Carried a letter from its captain?
The orc carried a letter from its captain? Show it to the prince, and for it may contain some information we can use against them. Here, Legolas, take this.
This letter is interesting.
This letter is very interesting, Baggins says, but I do not understand what has given rise to it. Are the Gurziel of whom Mithrandir speaks not united? This letter, at least, speaks clearly to me. Ogrukhor and Karasgar are at odds, and the captain of the pit seeks knowledge of only possessed by the weeping warrior. Perhaps they will draw each other's blood and save us the effort. I know that is unlikely, but if you will enter Karastilian and defeat the foes that lurk within, I will set my mind to considering our next steps. I once called Karastilian home, and seeing enemies within brings sadness to my heart, though it has been many years since any of my people lived within its walls. Yeah, I feel you. Definitely I'll clear it for you, Legolas. You ponder and think what we need to do next. Let me take care of these enemies in your old home. We gotta kill some enemies for our friend Legolas. So let us go and avenge him. Question is, are you going the right way or the wrong way? I think you are going the right way. It's this way, right? Yeah, there it is. Look at this tiny hobbit trying to avenge elves, trying to kill enemies for the elf, for Legolas, Prince of Mirkwood. Not afraid. Wow, he detected me from stealth. I think you'll die. Oh wow, everything here can detect. You're dead. Let me recover some and remove this fear thing from me. Dude. Good. You're dead. Come on, die. There we go. I got this. Okay, one more enemy. Holy cow, they almost had me. Okay, you're dead. Let me mount up and let's return to, let's see where we have to return to. Legolas, okay. Let's tell Legolas that I killed 10 enemies for him. Hope he's happy. I risked my own life for it. Hello, Legolas. I'm back. I have given more thought to the words of Ogruchor, but every avenue upon which my mind travels leads to no answers. This artifact called Bugdatish is not known to me. Indeed, beyond its time, I know nothing of it. Beyond its name, I know nothing of it. It seems I share that trait with the captain of the pit. Can you not hear the desperation underlying his threats to Karasgar? Whatever this artifact may be, he fiercely desires word of it. Very curious. We should return to my father and give him this news. He will be most interested in that which distresses our foes. Sounds like a plan. Let's go to Daddy. Troll. Enemies. See me flee. Which way? This way? No, that way. Hope I remember the way this time. Yeah, straight. I almost turned again without any reason. No, I should have turned. It was the wrong way. Okay. Swear, one of these days I'll know which way to turn to. But it is not this day. I'm gonna fall in the stream. Ouch. There we go. One second.
be of service?
Okay, we're back. Let's go to Thranduil. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't fall into the... Oh, wow. Holy cow. I don't know how, but I fell down. I managed to fall down into the bloody river. Just screw war steeds. Let's go. Something is chasing me. Okay, here in Thranduil. Legolas told me you adventured into Carastilian and beheld the ruin it has become. I am glad of your efforts within. Did you learn aught of the artifact, Bugdatish, or the weeping warrior? No, I did not learn anything. We may have an advantage over Ugrukor of the Gurziol Bagginses, for the artifact Bugdatish might have been among those taken by my warriors when we departed Dol Guldur. The scholars of my realm are nearly finished with their study of these treasures. The wizard Mithrandir has come to Felegoth and speaks with them even now. Go to him in the room of study southeast of the throne room and learn if any of the artifacts could be the one prized by Ugrukor, or if any possesses a connection of some kind to Karasgar. Alright, let's go find Mithrandir. Mithrandir, where are you? In the room of study. I see. A hobbit is never late, Mithrandir, nor is he early. He rises precisely when he means to. It's so beautiful how they incorporated the woods of the trees or their stems or their roots into their cave. It's just beautiful. That is what kind of separates their caves and their underground kingdoms and halls from the dwarves. You don't really much see any kind of greenery or wood or tree in their architecture, while it's really green is common in the elvish architecture. So that's an interesting little contrast between the two. I grew tired of waiting for news from you, Bagginses, and prevailed upon Gwaihir to bring me hither. I spoke at once with Thranduil. His scholars have been sorting through the artifacts rescued from Dol Guldur, but they say they have not found what I seek. There is no wonder in that. How can they hope to find this artifact, this Bugdatish, while they know nothing of it? Such things do not come labeled for easy study. They say to me. Ah, I said to them, And now I say to you, Bagginses, we may not know what form the Bugdatish might take, but if the Gurziel desire it so badly, I believe the thing will be enwreathed with a powerful aura. But these scholars insist they have not found such a relic in the small hoard of the artifacts taken from Dol Guldur. The wizard pauses. Hoard, did I say? That is not the only such hoard known in this part of Middle-earth. Smaug himself assembled his own hoard of treasure when he still lived, and when he died it was divided into shares among the dwarves and men, and some came even to Thranduil's elves. Might the Bugdatish have been a part of that treasure hoard? Ask the Elven King of this possibility, Bagginses. It might be. You never know. Let me go ask the Elven King. He might know if this anything resembling a Bugdatish with an evil aura might have come with the treasure that they got from Smaug. Let us go back to Thranduil and see if he has it, or if he has any knowledge of it. I highly doubt though, but we'll find out. I wonder whose statue is this one. Which elf is this? The sword he has kind of looks like Elor from the Lotro game. So too bad they have not labeled any statues here so that we know like whose statue is which one. Which elf is it? Okay, going back to Thranduil. Mithrandir has sent you back to me so quickly. Do the artifacts from Dol Guldur hold no answer to his questions, Bagginses? You offer Thranduil the wizard's suggestion that the artifact Bugdatish might have been a part of Smaug's treasure hoard, unremarked upon and unnoticed. I do not like to speak of that hoard, Bagginses, as Mithrandir knows. The dragon sickness that lay upon it caused much trouble in the hearts of the dwarves. Indeed, even men and elves become embroiled in the fighting over it. The hoard and its treasure were divided among the victors following the death of Smaug. They were many and valuable, and included the Arkenstone and the necklace of Gideon. If the artifact Bugdatish had been contained within, it surely would have been accounted in the reckoning of the shares. The Arkenstone lies with Thorin Oakenshield in his tomb. In his tomb beneath the mountain, I saw Bard laid upon his breast himself. As for the necklace of Gideon, which I knew in elder days as Gwyriamir, it was made of gold and contained 500 emeralds. It belonged then to the bride of my liege and disappeared for thousands of years until reappearing on the neck of King Thror, as it should never have done. It was all I desired of the hoard. After the death of Smaug, the necklace went to Bard, but in his wisdom the bowman took the necklace apart and gave its gold to the dwarves and the jewels to my people, and so were those bonds repaired. I think the artifacts sought by Ugrukor cannot be traced to the dragon hoard, but the dwarves and men may tell you otherwise. Alright, dude. Thranduil speaks truly. From the Horde he desired the necklace of Girion. Though he knew it not by that name, he coveted no other wealth, not even the Arkenstone. I have no idea about that, Bagginses, but this is not the place to recount it. Suffice it to say that if the artifact Ugrukor desires did end up in the Dragon Horde, it is Erebor that must be searched, not Felegoth. The wizard lowers his voice so as not to be heard by Thranduil and speaks to you in confidence. Elves and dwarves have a long and demanding history, and they have often bickered over their treasure and perceived slights. Thranduil said it was the wisdom of Bard the bowman that the necklace of Gideon be separated into its components, gold and gems. He said too that it was Bard's wisdom that the gold and gems be given separately to dwarves and to elves to repair their sundered bonds of friendship. Such was the advice I gave to Bard. Baggins says, how often must wizards repair the bridges burned between these two people? But for now, it seems the road leads from Felegoth. Make now for Loigland, the settlement of the Raft Elves, and seek word of Karasgar and of Bugdatish. I will follow shortly, and meet you at Erebor, after I have concluded my own business with the Elven King. Alright, I'll see you there, Mithrandir. Alright, now we are riding to Loigland, and if you haven't seen Loigland before, you are in for a treat. It might be the most beautiful elven area in the whole game, and the most unique as well. Not that Felegoth was not unique in itself. I think this is the first time we got this underground caves of the elves, but Loiglan is just a whole different thing, and it's just amazing and beautiful. So brace yourselves if you have not seen those before, because you're gonna see them. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna just show you guys yeah, I'm gonna show you guys Loiglan, and after that I'm gonna call it. We'll complete the rest of the book some other time, because I do want to start doing this week's featured instance, Bells of Dale Tier 2 Challenge, because it gives nice amount of marks, medallions, and bunch of other cool coins, which the coins can be used to get you cool elks and other cool rewards. Okay, well, zoomed in, and I'm gonna move back. So this is Loegaland. Behold, and just check it out and enjoy. Now, you tell me, isn't this like the most beautiful and unique elven city you've ever seen? It is just beautiful. Just check it out. This is Loegaland. Oh, the sky is so dark and beautiful. So many screenshots worthy locations here. Hello, elves. Hello. So how was it? Wasn't it beautiful? Okay, we might have to. All right. Let's go to normal speed. Get to talk to this elf. Here. So here's where we'll end the stream and we'll pick this up tomorrow and finish Black Book chapter 6. Then thank you for watching, and if you haven't followed already, follow on Twitch. If you haven't subscribed on YouTube, subscribe, so I can keep the videos coming. Bye.